emotional eating. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm happy. I eat to pass the time. I eat to celebrate. I eat because I love eating. All these things are the things that we do and are completely human and normal. And, when we start to look at our habits and start to identify what habits we need to release and what habits we need to create, so we're letting go of bad habits and we're creating good habits, we need to decide what is serving us and what is no longer serving us. And that will change as you get older and move on and as you're doing different things. So what you got away with when you're younger, you may not be getting away with now. My story. The emotional eating where your habits, your past hurts and your past traumas, etc., are ruling your life. So you find that you've eaten a bowl of whatever, or a bag or 6 bars of chocolates, or whatever it is that you do. Maybe it's alcohol, drinking loads and loads of wine until you just fall asleep. All of these things, again, are very human. It's a form of self-medication, and it's what we're doing is we've got a feeling, and we're usually trying to make these feelings go away. Nobody ever bothered to teach us that we can make them go away in very safe, powerful ways. Also, we have this brain that is wired the way it's been wired by our culture and our communities and our parents and our peers. And again, a lot of that is now out of date, old fashioned, quite simply. And you have to, when you're doing this work, you have to take the blame off the people out there, your siblings, your parents, your school teachers, because that time is gone. That doesn't serve us anymore. We need to go, right, okay, I'm here. I feel like this maybe because of what they did, maybe not. Because again, when you start to get into this work, you may realise that these negative feelings and attractions that you have come from something quite what you would deem to be now insignificant. So we make up stories and we hang on to our stories like this. And it's a year since I did the community, and that's one of the big things that I noticed is next year when we open the part-time community, it's how willing are you to let go of all your concepts and labels and all your stories. Now, that is a question you have to be willing. And what you have to be when you're showing resistance, you have to be willing to look at you and not go, but for me, justification, because that's what we do. We double lockdown and we explain why we have to do it this way. So when you participate in any program, you have to go in to get the most out of it wholeheartedly, knowing what you're going to get at the end. And with this fasting, that's what we're doing. What is there for you at the end? You've given your body back this time. You've given your body a rest. You imagine how much you like to lie down and just have a rest. Give the body the cells. Our digestive systems, were destroying them with stress, with food, with the toxicity and pollution in the planet. So we are now going, right, okay, we've got this time. Stay in your rooms. Take a long, hard look at yourself. And what are we going to do about it? And while we can no longer control anything out there, it seems what we can always control is what's going on in here. So when you're fasting, expect stuff to come up. That's what you're doing it for. As the cells start to expand, the information in the cells will start to leave. And that can come in all sorts of memories, anger, resistance. I've done a lot of fasting and I've taken hundreds of people through fasts. Tears are very, very common because it's a frustration. It's like, it's like the ego comes in. It's like, you have to eat. You're going to die if you don't eat. And it's just like, so you start to believe that, and you go into the story and you make up this great, big, elaborate, dramatic story about how you couldn't finish the fast. So it's identifying the difference between, I better eat. And that may be a thing, particularly if you're on medication or if you get diabetes. Please be mindful and take the advice of a professional before you start. Or if you want to talk to me before you start, I'm happy to go over things with you. But in general, for most of us that are just going 24 hours without food, we probably did it hundreds of times when we were teenagers and we were going out clubbing, never thought about food maybe for 2 or 3 days. So it's psychological, and it's very, very good for bringing up, helping you to conquer your mind. And it is one of the most empowering things that you can do, is take control over the food thing. So tap with me. Even although I love chocolate, I love wine. I love bread. I love potatoes. I love a lot of things that I know are not good for me. I love lager. Even though I just love all these things and I really, really don't want to stop eating them or drinking them. I like it just the way it is and I really don't want to change because I want things to change, but I want to do the same things and get the change. And even though I can't imagine being able to control all my cravings, and even although I've got quite enough going on with this coronavirus nonsense, and I'm locked in the house with the kids, I mean, how on earth are you meant to cope if you've not got wine, if you've not got chocolate, if you've not got crisps? I mean, it's a wee treat, isn't it? Tell me it's a wee treat. Tell me it's okay. Even although I'm having all these thoughts and feelings, and even although I'm really, really, really not wanting to stop eating, but I'm also attracted to how it feels. And even although 1 minute I think I'll do it and 1 minute I think I won't, I'm realising that that's completely normal. It's just my mind and my ego trying to keep me safe. And even although I've never done a fast before, or I've done one before, or even although I've found it hard, I found it easy, I found it difficult, it doesn't matter. I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Even although I've got a fear of fasting, even although I've got a fear of not eating, how I'm going to cope, how am I going to feel. But I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Deep breath. Okay. And just listen. Listen to the excuses, the reasoning, the justification, the squealing, the drama. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. Just listen. And then I'm letting go of all this nonsense. I'm letting go of any limiting beliefs that could possibly stop me from being completely full of vitality and life force. I allow myself to tap into my intuition. I allow myself to listen to the cells and the intelligence that's in there. I am using the right language. What would make it easy for me to fast for 24 hours? What else is possible for my healing? What would it take for me to find a 24-hour fast? Easy. And I'm open to letting go and to trust and surrender in the process and the intelligence of the body, the intelligence of the cells to reset, realign and harmonise. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to de-stress and declutter the garbage from my subconscious mind. It's safe for me to let go. Deep breath. Well done. Keep going.